to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support of me and each other in the comment section. I think I have the most amazing subscribers in the world, so thank you for being here with me. And if you are finding yourself here for the very first time, we would like to welcome you to our family here. Please pull up a chair, grab yourself a tea, some snacks, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we are all friends when we gather at my table. So today's pick a card reading, we're asking the question, do they miss you? Do they still care about you? I do have 3 piles waiting for you to choose from. Pile number 1 with the pink flower and this beautiful smoky quartz point. Pile number 2 with the yellow flower and the beautiful carnelian palm. It's actually a hagstone too, which I love. There's a hole that goes directly through. Pile number 3 with the purple flower and the blue aragonite. So whichever pile or piles or flowers or crystals are calling out to you, just know that there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. My timestamps are listed below. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1, but I do want to give a bit of a disclaimer to people because there has been some action on my channel where people have been reaching out, pretending to be me, offering readings and such, and all of my readings are performed through Etsy through my link in the description box. So please protect yourselves, make sure that you are not falling victim to people who are pretending to be someone they are not. But I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, do they miss you? Do they still care? Hello, pile number 1, all of you who are drawn to the pink little flower or perhaps to the beautiful smoky quartz crystal, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, how are they currently feeling? Do they miss you? Do they still care about you? What is their thought process on this no contact situation that you find yourselves in? Do they miss you? Do they still care? We have the beautiful Empress to start out your reading here. And she's all about abundance and love and compassion and everything that's beautiful about the feminine energy and the feminine form. She embodies that. So this person puts you on a pedestal. They see you as somebody who embodies this energy. You could be a parent as well. You could be a mother because she does embody motherhood as well. Do they miss you? Do they still care? We've got the 2 of Cups. Oh, that's soulmate energy. Page of Swords. Do they miss you? Do they still care? Knight of Cups. Back of the deck is already, whoops, the 10 of Pentacles, which could indicate that there may be a family unit on your side or their side. So take that as it resonates. Let's clarify the Empress. Do they miss you? Do they care? Yes. Yes, sorry about that noise, but they do definitely miss you. They do definitely still care already, I can tell. 8 of Swords, but we'll get into the message in a moment. I'm going to slide these up a smidge so you guys can see them a little bit clearly. Page of Swords, do they miss you? Queen of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Wands coming out here. Back of the deck is the Hierophant and the 5 of Pentacles. So, Hierophant on the back of the deck. As I was saying, some of you are dealing with a committed person or vice versa, or perhaps both of you could, in fact, I sense that for some of you, you're both locked in perhaps into a commitment. For some of you, it's an actual marriage, because that Hierophant does talk about, you know, institutions like education, government, marriage, that sort of thing, and they're feeling very much detached from the situation. 5 of Pentacles, there's the Lovers. 5 of Pentacles, you know, it's a tangible feeling of lack. It can talk about actual finances, but we're talking about emotion. So they're feeling left in the cold. An emotional destitution is in place for them. And this Lovers, the 2 of Cups, the Empress, all of these are very much strong connection type of cards. It talks about soulmate energy for me. They recognize that. They recognize something very profound is missing. But there's also this indication about choice with this card, about making a choice, about bridging a divide, perhaps a choice between two people, situations. One feels like a very strong temptation, though. You feel like a very strong temptation to this person. We were talking about the Empress earlier, and underneath her is the Three of Swords with the Eight of Swords. This Three of Swords, I don't know that there's a lot of sad cards sometimes in the tarot, because we were dealing with a lot of themes sometimes in life that we struggle with. But this is sadness, this is separation, this is disappointment, this is heartbreak. And they are again acknowledging the connection with the Two of Cups, the desire for a reconnection with you, the desire to reach out to you as well. You can even see the Divine Masculine in this connection, reaching out to touch her. But they feel restricted for whatever reason. And again, I feel it comes back to this Hierophant position. The role I've placed myself in is keeping me tethered away from what I want. But the Eight of Swords talks about a self-imposed imprisonment. I'm sorry if you guys hear growling, that's my stomach. A self-imposed imprisonment talks about, you know, how we're not seeing things clearly, or perhaps we're clouding our judgment due to fear or insecurities, because if they took off those masks, they'd realize that they could walk away from their troubles and actually do what they want in this connection, which is come towards you. We have this Page of Swords. Yeah, I don't know if there's an age difference here, so there may be an age difference between you and this person, but there's also this indicator that they are very acutely watching you. Very acutely, and with a lot of intention too. Here's the Queen of Cups staring at that cup, and the impression she gives that cup, it's like ferocious intensity almost to me. You can see her eyebrows are engaged, like she's ferociously intent upon this person. And they are watching you. They are watching your social media. And sometimes, for some of you, what they're seeing is making them uncomfortable. It's making them want to pursue you more, or come towards you, or bridge that gap, because it's causing a lot of jealousy and insecurity inside of them. It's causing the desire to want to, again, make plans. And I feel like they've made plans, but they've been unable to follow through. Because it's about, you know, this horse is hesitating to cross that stream for a reason. The love offer is there. They want the love offer to come in, but they're hesitating for a reason. I'm going to get some clarity on that Knight of Cups, please. Do they miss you? Do they still care? So the answer is yes. They do miss you. They do care. What is their moves in the future, please? What are they planning to do in the future? King of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, soulmate energy. Ooh, I just saw the star. What is their plan for the future, please? Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups and the World. Woo, with the Justice. So we do still have this sense of entrapment again here with the Eight of Swords, the Divine Masculine in this connection. Even though there's profound love there, again, that King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, they are unmatched with the amount of love that they actually represent. But there's that entrapment that I put myself in. And it's about walking away from something that is not emotionally fulfilling me in order to create happiness, like happiness, abundance, even closure in this connection. But again, they don't feel like they're free to do that. They have the power to, but they feel like they're not free to do that because of their responsibilities, because of the roles that they've placed themselves in. The Justice talks about roles, talks about the truth of the matter, but this person's really focused on what they feel is right and just. And they feel like their position right now is where they have to stay in order to maintain that justification, that I'm a good person, I'm not making the wrong choices, even though it's to their detriment and it's causing a lot of sadness. So yes, I feel, Group 1, that they do definitely miss you. Definitely wish that they could come back towards you and create some closure here for you. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Clearly decide what you want. Being that manifester that we all have inside of ourselves. Again, this person feels trapped, but they are able to move if they actually chose to. Would it come with a sacrifice? Yes. But they still have the choice. We have unrequited love and getting to know each other coming out together. Unrequited love causing all of that sadness, all of that disappointment. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. That desire to charge in with truth, We have the Justice, which is about truth, but again, it's also about what I feel is right. And they feel stuck right now. Back of the deck, though, says make the effort. Great love is worth stepping away from these entrapments. Whoops. Great love is worth taking the efforts you're being guided to take. Do they miss you? Do they care? How are they currently feeling? Ace of Cups, yes. They want to come back towards you with an emotional new love offer. That's what they dream about. We have seek professional advice, and you are right. With the Hierophant, this is about an institution. This is about a serious position I've put myself in. They may have already sought advice from a professional when it comes to legal reasons, especially with the Justice card. They may have sought professional legal advice to perhaps dissipate that connection. But take that as it resonates. Yes, I think so. You matter. If they have given the impression that you don't, through the stagnation, through the disconnect, they want to assure you that they do care about you. If I follow you, I could lose absolutely everything. And that's the biggest fear for them, is this tangible position that they've already built themselves up into, for it creating more chaos in their life, not just an emotional chaos, which they're already dealing with. My life, though, started when I met you, is on the back of that deck. Do they miss you? Do they still care? We have a jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. A jewel within the teardrop. It's almost like this sense of it's almost like it's a weird sort of message coming through, but it's almost like I appreciate the pain, because it means I still feel something for this person. Like I appreciate that I'm in pain here, because it's like a bittersweet type of feeling, because it embodies the emotional response I feel, embodies the connection that I feel, but it also hurts. And they hope that when they are really emotional about this connection, that it is actually a connection to you, an energetic tie, that you are feeling the same way. We do have the Temptress. It says seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. They've made a promise. Perhaps you have as well. You are a temptress to them. You're like this mermaid siren that's calling from the deep. It sounds good. It smells good. Everything looks good about it. And we do have Flame Tree back of deck, the start of something new. So they definitely do miss you. Let's get a couple of message cards here. How are they currently feeling? What do they wish they could say right this moment, please? Every song I hear is about you. It's kind of bright in here today, you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to adjust that a little bit. All right, it's just too bright in here. And I have all my windows closed, but unfortunately it's just too bright. What are they currently thinking? You are so attractive to me. You don't see it, but I think you are perfect. I am haunted by this connection. And I want you so badly. I know I messed up back then. Oops, these two are stuck together. Whoops. You don't know what you do to me. And it says, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about what I should do here. I'm on the fence of whether or not I'm able to approach you. I don't know how to let this connection go. Back of the deck says, unfinished business, we need to talk. So definitely need to talk. Definitely wanting to connect with you. Let's get a couple more messages from this deck, from the Cottage Divine Masculine Oracle. If you're interested in this deck, you can find the link to purchase it below. I'm trying to become a better person. I am really focused on my responsibilities. I am focused on what I feel is the right thing to do, but it has always been you. Please don't give up on us. And I am watching from the outside of this connection, keeping tabs on you And back at the deck, I do fantasize about you. So let's get a charm bowl for you, Group 1. Group 1 charm bowl, please. The future of this connection. How's this person currently feeling? 10 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles, or Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So like I said, there could be family units in place on both sides here. That Page of Pentacles, though, shows that they have this desire to create a new start, to communicate with you. But there is this factor in place. Now, this could be them wanting to build a wanting to build a foundation with you, wanting to build a foundation that leads to this emotional happiness. And I feel like they really feel like this is the only thing that could lead to that emotional happiness. We have the ice chipper here. It's stuck to the chain. I'm chained and I have to chip away at my escape. We have V, M, and I in the bowl. We have she. We have the devil energy with the crossbones. It's like addiction or being obsessed about something, feeling stuck. We have the 3-note music note here, third party situation. We have the dime. I always think of the 6 of Swords when I see the dime here. The Canadian dime has a sailboat on it. So I always think about moving it into calmer waters, wanting to bring in information. And this dime is from 2009. Also, October, the 10th of any month, could be significant to you as well with that charm. All right, group number 1, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. And if it did, I would love to hear about your story in the comment section. I would love for you guys to subscribe to this channel and join our little family here. We would love to have you. Please hit the notification bell and the like button if you feel called to as well. And you can check out my links below for Etsy and Instagram. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a great day. Take care. Hello, everybody. In pile number 2, you were drawn to the yellow flower here, perhaps to this beautiful Carnelian hagstone palm. Just love it so, so, so much. This is your reading. The person on your mind. Do they miss you? Do they still care? What are their current feelings for you? Pile 2. You have 7 of Wands flipping out first here. I adjusted the lighting here because the lighting's so bright. I do have message cards that are a little bit faint and I wanted you guys to see them. So the lighting's a little bit warm. Just warning you, but pile 2, please. We have the Hermit. This is Tarot of the Divine for anyone who's interested. The 6 of Swords. Do they miss you? Do they still care? The 2 of Wands. So let's clarify that row, please. Clarifying the 7 of Wands. Do they miss you? Do they still care? The 10 of Coins. The World. The King of Cups. The 6 of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands here with the Sun. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, pretty strong here, as well as Virgo. Some Taurus energy as well. And then we have some really strong water here as well. So you could have any of those in your chart, or your person could as well. Not really that important. I just like to mention it for people who are interested. So the back of deck is the Knight of Wands and the Sun. The Knight of Wands pursues something that they are very passionate about and they charge towards it. And if we're dealing with backup deck energy as an immediate response from Spirit, this shows a desire towards you because they know where their happiness could lie. But here's the 4 of Cups underneath. Factors affecting this could be some sort of foundation I've already built for myself, and that is the obstacle towards this connection. Because the 7 of Wands does talk about struggle, pushing through things. So not something we can't pursue or we can't push through, but it's being affected by this, perhaps my fear of my stability. I'm going to get some clarity on that as we go here. But fear of my security being shaken up here. Let's clarify that 10 of coins, please. Do they miss group 2? Do they care? 10 cups, yeah. So there could be a family unit in place that is really the obstacle here in the recent past. That's affecting the present. It doesn't affect their desire towards you or what they want to pursue with this, because they want to make it clear that even though it's been in disconnect and they haven't been able to express this to you, there is this need to clarify how they really feel. They can't show it, and I feel like it has to do with over here, these responsibilities. This is some similar vibes to pile 1 as well, actually. So there may be a message there waiting for you too. This King of Cups is a profound amount of emotion attached to you. And with the World right next to it, it's this sense of unfinished business. Something that profoundly should be mine is not. And so they've kind of plummeted themselves into this hermit energy, trying to clearly decide, you know, what it is that they want and how do they get there. What they want is clarity, but they're in this mode of indecision on how to reach that point because of this fear of my stability being shaken up. The 6 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, she's very secure. She doesn't worry about things. But with the 6 of Wands, you know, it's interesting to me with the 6 of Wands. 6 comes before the 7, so why are we victorious already? We should be victorious afterwards. We should be in victory after we've pushed through the obstacles. So it is about somebody perhaps having to put on masks and fake where their passion lies. Because the 2 of Wands is about that decision and an indecision. Looking to the past, perhaps I made choices in the past that put me in my present position, but now I've matured and I want a new future. But you can see it's the past that has the 1 foot up. I have my foot stuck in the past, or I have my foot stuck in my present situation. Let's clarify that 2 of Wands, please, Spirit. Do they miss you? Do they care? Nine of Cups. You are like a wish for them. Ace of Cups. And the 3 of Swords. Back of the deck is the 4 of Wands. A gateway card towards happiness. Like I said, they fantasize about you because this 9 of Cups represents something that I'm really wishing for so deeply in my heart. All my eggs are in this basket. This is what I want. There's the emotional offer. There's the Ace of Cups, which is about new love offers coming in, but this one is shrouded in rain. There's a dragonfly on the rim of that cup. I don't know if you can see it. And the dragonfly actually starts life as a nymph under the water, and it eats everything in sight until it gains enough. And look at look what all of it's overcome. It spends its life under the water. It matures under there, eats everything in sight until it crawls up a reed to take flight. It crawls up a reed and escapes this watery depth into the air. It's such a beautiful transformation. But in this case, this poor dragonfly has not only survived that initial, submergence of themselves under the water, but they've climbed up this cup. It's raining. They've survived the frog. They've survived the praying mantis. They've survived all of these obstacles, but it's still clouded in the rain. They still can't take off. So they want to bring in this hope for you, but there's something stuck in the way. And here's that 3 of Swords. Third party situation perhaps for some of you. Deep sadness and insecurity for others who don't have a resonation with that message. But again, this 4 of Wands, it can be a gateway card, but it can also represent marriage as well. So take that as it resonates. They don't focus upon the negativity of missing you until they look into the future. In the present, they try to stay focused on action or on actionary thoughts even about how much they care or wanting closure. But the emotion kind of doesn't set in until they look at the reality of the situation. They do miss you, but they focus on the desire for you rather than the fact that it would be a difficult approach to get to you. And that's why they're trying to focus on positivity instead of focusing on their boredom. I feel like you are this fantastical place that they kind of go to when they're feeling overwhelmed with their responsibilities. You are this place for them to kind of land. Let's clarify that King of Cups, please. Do they miss you? Do they care? 9 of Wands, yes, and they've been feeling this way for a long time. Page of Cups, Ace of Wands. Knight of Swords is an action card, back of deck energy. You know, he has that sword, he's throwing it down his throat. It's a double-edged sword. He's all about truth, but this person is blocking their truth from themselves. They're allowing it to stay in fantasy land because they feel like the offer is lacking something. There's holes in that spoon. This new emotional start comes at a great cost, perhaps, here for them. Very strong. I'm just going to pull these up for now, so we have more room as we grab a different deck. But I feel like it is an affirmation that they do care about you. They're not trying to focus on the sadness of it, but they do still miss you. So I think we should slow down. It is in the reverse position. I think we should slow down. Number 7 again, 7 of Wands, having these obstacles. I just wish things were different. I just wish I could create a movement here. I wish, and they do feel very much stuck. And I don't know if maybe they are embroiled in this foundation. Like it feels like they are very much embroiled in it. So they feel like they can't. So maybe their job is associated with this connection, or maybe, or their position right now. Maybe they just have everything wrapped up in this. It's kind of like that Dixie Chick song where it says, I'm afraid of change because I've built my life around you. So I feel like they've built their life around somebody or something, and it's not actually what they want, but it's where they're sitting. They just wish that they could make things different, but they don't know how. They don't see that they are actually more powerful in the situation than they think that they are. You already know how I feel. We have I want you coming out. We also have the no card falling out. Let's clarify that no card, please, Spirit. Oops. I'll clarify that no card in a moment. The Ace of Pentacles. I really want to speak with you. They wish things were different. They wish they could even just speak to you just to get the clarity or the closure that they're looking for with the World card too. We have light, and it's in the reverse position. I feel like leaving it like that because their light's out. You are the light. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I'm addicted to you and love is the answer. But let's get a little bit of clarity here. Back of deck says this love scares me. It scares me because of what I would have to do in order to pursue it, perhaps. But let's get a little clarity on that no card, please, Spirit. What's that no card? We have the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Moon. It's like I want you, but I'm not ready to reveal myself. I'm too insecure and I'm too worried about my position right now in order to pursue it. Here's Hanged Man, back of deck. I can't make a move towards you at this time, is what they're saying. Let me see how they currently feeling, please. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. Fear stops us from pursuing what we want. Fear of failure, fear that our feelings aren't reciprocated, and I feel like this person worries about that a lot, that you don't feel the same way, or vice versa. But they do feel. We have soulmate energy. Yes, this is your soulmate. Back of the deck says your love life is being affected by children, and we did have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, so if you're resonating with that situation, that can be indicators that children are present or a home family situation is present. Whoop. We have release. Sorry about that. We have the release. What do we need to release in order to pursue this sun that's peeking through the clouds? What do we need to put to bed in order to create movement here? We have creation, and that is the Magician card. It's like the shamanic magician card here. We are the force of change in our own situation. We wield the power over the elements. So it's about releasing ourselves from the things that we perceive to bind us and persevering through the disconnect, so that we can achieve what we want in the future, which is ascension with this person. Instead of worrying about our position, we want to see that as ascension. We want to pursue what we want and pursue our happiness. But we are worried about other people's opinions and what other people will deem appropriate about our actions with the Vanity card on the back of the deck. Truth be told is coming out. It flopped right out. The truth be told card. Wearing a mask in life. Wearing a mask and the need to open up myself and stop worrying about what other people are thinking, stop worrying about the opinions of other people, and just rise above the situation so I can clearly see an exit point if I'm stuck in a rut or if I'm feeling stagnant. Contemplating a plan of action to push through our obstacles. We have regeneration. They want to regenerate this with you. And when we think it's over, that's when the ember just starts to glow. And that's what they want at the end of the day. Like it's 4 and 6 equals 10. They want that completion. They want to regenerate the things from the past that they, you know, are having a really hard time letting go of, because they're feeling abandoned and you're feeling abandoned, left out in the cold. And we can be surrounded by a million people, but still, if the one person that we really want to see isn't there with us, we can still feel so alone. This is the orphaned card. That's a profound loss, one that we don't get over lightly. And that's a really strong indicator here that they do care so strongly about you. Let's get some message cards here. How are they currently feeling? What do they currently want to wish that they could say? I'm thinking about the day we met. Sorry, it's kind of, these are dark. I know they're bright. And I am aglow with thoughts of you. Like I said, it's like they distract themselves with positive thinking, which is good. The breakup was bad. I'm still healing. You make me hot. Focusing on the physical nature of the connection so they don't have to deal with the emotion, perhaps. Addicted to you. We were friends first, and I miss that. Is this connection real? Do you feel it too? Their insecurities kind of run rampant when it comes to this connection. I imagine a future with you. And I'm going to fix it, but first I have to fix me. Back of the deck says, best friends, I miss that. So this could have been someone that you were friends with that had turned into more. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 2. Number 2, please, the future of this connection. Current feelings. Oop, the Knight of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. So we're asking about the future of this connection in the bowl here today, and we have the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and Knight of Cups, and we have the 3 of Wands. What we have to understand about tarot is that, you know, we have the past, present, and future spread right here in this little bowl, and the past affects the present, and the present is affecting that future outcome. And that's why tarot is so productive and helpful to us, because we can look at the energies that we're coming from that have affected us now, and we can look at where we're headed, and we can adjust in the present. It's such a valuable thing. The present is a valuable opportunity for you. The regret, the sadness, the loss that expressed by the 5 of Cups, not being aware of even options and beautiful gifts that Spirit wants to bring in for us, has resulted in us feeling emotionally wanting movement for sure with the Knight of Cups. He has a beautiful love offer, and he sounds good, looks good, he looks great, but he doesn't always have a plan of forever. And sometimes that Knight of Cups can be emotionally vulnerable or not want to show his vulnerability. And that's why that horse hesitates to go over that stream. So because of that emotional vulnerability, in the future, we see planning, but we don't see actual action. So it's like it stays in fantasy land. But again, if you see energies in here that we can change, we can work towards changing them. Ooh, lots of charms in the bowl today. Let's see what we have. We'll start with letters. We have the F. We have Z. Could be an initial, or they could be dreaming about you. The letter V. The letter S. The letter Y in the bowl. We also have and run. Run in the bowl. So we have Pisces energy. We also have the starfish, healing ourselves from within, from great loss. We have the American flag, so you could be American. We also have the infinity symbol. We have the button because things need to be mended. They say they need to fix themselves. They need to fix the situation. We also have a shovel because sometimes it's like digging ourselves a deeper hole. The Emperor, or the, oh, we have Gemini and the Bull too. Pisces and Gemini. Police, could be on the police force. We have the ring that says forever on it. It's a puzzle piece and it was given to me by a friend in school. I've had it for years and years and years. I hope they still have the other side, but it's like half of me is gone. Again, this says forever friends. I feel like there's a friendship component for some of you as well. We also have the stethoscope, so healing, mending, hospital connection. We also have the frog in the bowl. Feminine energy who easily navigates the spiritual and emotional realm. So I feel like, or physical realm. So I feel like you could be very intuitive. You could be someone who is perhaps into tarot, like actually reads tarot as well, or somebody who has the psychic capabilities. Just lots of intuition associated with this little creature. And we have the infinity symbol too, the yin yang, sorry. All right, group number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation, and if it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell if you feel called to. It really helps me to bring more content to you, and we would love to have you as a part of our family here. Please hit the like button, and I already said that. Check out my links below as well, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Hello everybody, in pile number 3, you were drawn to the purple flower, or perhaps you were drawn, I don't have enough room for all of these big stones, to the blue aragonite. I love this stone because it looks like a beach, like you're in an airplane and you're looking down at a beautiful ocean. I just think it's gorgeous. And if you're interested in where I purchased this stone, I actually got it from Earth Family Crystals. The link is below. I do get a small commission for each sale from them, but they have amazing crystals and gems. So check them out if you're interested in any of these little gems here. I didn't receive these other 2, but this one definitely was from them. Okay, so the person on your mind, do they miss you? Do they still care about you? How are they feeling, group 3? 10 of Pentacles. There's been a common theme here across these readings. There's been a common theme here with the 10 of Pentacles coming out. 2 of Swords. So there have been some similar messages because, like I said, that 10 of Pentacles keeps coming out. A lot of people are in situations where they are, we have 10 of Swords, where they are feeling frustrated or stagnant and really fantasizing about the grass being greener elsewhere. Do they miss you? Do they still care? And I feel like we reach that point in our lives where we look back at our decisions and we're like, what the heck was I thinking? Do they miss you? Do they still care about you? What are they currently feeling? We have the World. Back of the deck is the Chariot. So it's about decision. It's about choice. And the Chariot is a movement card as well. Let's clarify that 10 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Wands. Clarifying the 2 of Swords. The 8 of Cups. Clarifying the 10 of Swords. The 9 of Cups. And clarifying the World. Ooh, we have Temperance and the King of Cups coming out together. Back of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. So 2 of Pentacles, back of deck energy, it's like this decision. It's this choice. I'm juggling things. I'm juggling responsibilities. I'm juggling this connection. I could have a lot on my plate right now trying to focus on work. And underneath that is the 8 of Wands. So despite appearances, despite the fact that they may be juggling a lot of different things, they still have this, oh, there's the 10 of Wands. They have this urgency inside of them that's building up. A desire to communicate with all of these wands and to unburden themselves of what they've been feeling for you. I do feel like there is a lot of love that exists here for you. Now we're asking about, do they miss you? Do they care? They definitely care about you. But they're in this mode currently of indecision. What do I do with that feeling? What do I do with these emotions? How can I create what I want out of this situation, which is closure paramount with the World, but also success, if that's what they could see with you, or if that's what they could get to you. We have the manifestor here, the magician, at the helm of all of their situations. So they're taking responsibility for where they're sitting in life and for these burdens that they're carrying. But they're also saying that I'm feeling a little bit stuck and stagnant too with the devil energy. Capricorn, very strong here. As I said, there's been like this common theme with this Ten of Pentacles showing up. And then we have the Four of Wands, which I find interesting. I'm going to grab a different deck that I can clarify with here. Use the little one. The Four of Wands, again, is a gateway card. It can really talk about twin flame unions. It talks about celebration. And when it's conjunction with the Ten of Pentacles, it can sometimes mean an actual marriage or an actual commitment I've made. So I am going to clarify that that Four of Wands, please. We have the Justice. Oops. The Four of Wands again. Three of Cups. So there could be a third-party situation here. We also have the Four of Pentacles coming out, and back of deck is the Two of Cups. So there could be a family situation or some sort of commitment I'm already embroiled in, and this could be your energy or their energy, but I feel like it's coming from their energy right now. The Justice card, and again, like I said, common themes lately today for these three piles. The Four of Pentacles is this sense of, almost a sense of entrapment because of a hoarder mentality. It's like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose what I've already established, which is something profound, which is something pretty big here. And they feel like their responsibilities lie there. Like the Justice card, it's like, I don't want to do what's wrong here. I'm trying to be just. I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying to live right and keep my karma straight. And even though we have this Three of Cups, again, third party situation with the Four of Wands, could very much be a third party, a marriage, but they want that reunion with you too. There's a secondary message with those two cards, that this desire inside of them to reunite with you and create a gateway of change is really profound with them. But their position has led to their current energy. And we have how they're currently feeling up here, and we have their desires down here. So we have this indecision, this need to formulate a new plan of action, because whatever has led me to this point, to where I'm sitting right now in my life, I'm not happy about it, especially when it comes to this connection. And I'm not seeing things 100% clearly either, because that Two of Swords always wears a mask over their eyes, because it's like I'm not ready to make moves, because again, I'm so focused on truth and justice and what's right and how people view me and my roles and responsibilities, that I'm allowing that to outweigh my desire, which is very strong, because we have the Nine of Cups and we have the King of Cups. This is a wish being granted. This is a dream coming true for this person. If they could create this happiness, if they could create this reality, they would be overflow, like their cup would runneth over. But in order to do that, they have to walk away from something that is emotionally unfulfilling them. And there's a lot to be kind of risked with that situation. And it's something that's going to take some time for them to navigate themselves out of. But there's also this message of like, my love is not going anywhere. Like, you don't have to worry about how much time this takes. The Temperance does talk about patience. But the King of Cups, you know, he is the most abundant of all the kings. He's emotionally available, and he is the divine masculine energy that creates, you know, the other counterpart to that divine feminine. So this person's desires towards you are very, very strong. But they are also recognizing that they would have to, again, sacrifice something. Let's clarify that Ten of Swords, please, Spirit. Page of Pentacles. Formulating a new plan. New information coming to light. Page of Swords. Yeah, it's like going back to the drawing board. Eight of Swords. Recognizing here, the Eight of Swords is an entrapment, a physical place where, or a mental entrapment rather, that I've put myself in, but I'm not seeing things clearly. But if I want to create that judgment, a new beginning here, it's like I have to go back to the drawing board. Page of Swords is a student of the deck. I have to create an opportunity. I have to make a new plan, formulate a new plan of action with this Ten of Swords that leads to my happiness, that could lead to my sunshine. So they do think about you. They are stuck in indecision right now, which will, again, will carry this forward into the future with, a little, again, more patience before there's any sort of reunion or any type of reconnection. because they're feeling that stagnation. How is group 3 currently feeling, please, about them? Do they care? Do they miss them currently? What are their current feelings? I meant what I said. Number 5. Kind of reminds me of the 5 of Swords. So I don't know if there was a conflict in the past of this connection that really caused the stagnation, caused the disconnect in the first place. And sometimes when I see the 5 of Swords, I think of someone's mentality being stuck in a place of, you know, there's no winner. It's like they're stuck in this mindful thinking of like, I can't create a winner in this situation, so I'm stuck. And it's also, again, that with that justice, when I make a commitment to something, I mean that, and I follow through with that, even if it's to my detriment, even if it's because if it means I have to sacrifice myself. Now is not the time. Like I said, it's going to take them some time, and they worry about that quite a bit, about the length of time that it's taking towards that closure or that reconnection. 15, I am obsessed with your body. Focusing on the physical. Back of the deck already says I don't want to lose you. That's the Devil card too, you know, number 15. And the Devil can really talk about entrapments and places where we feel stuck. Sorry if you guys hear my stomach growling. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? If I asked you to stay with me, would you leave behind everything that you've built up? I don't even know if you care. And they're allowing that mentality. It's almost like they're convincing themselves of it. They're allowing that mentality to affect this entrapment, to kind of feed into that insecurity that adds to those swords, with the 8 of Swords, that adds to the prison. Let me have you. It's 7. You know, the 7 of Swords is about secrecy. It's about sneaking around, maybe walking away with something that quite doesn't belong to me. And there's a real sense of that with this card for me. A real sense of secrecy and down low type of energy. But there is this essence of like, if they could have this physical connection with you at this time, it would clear up all of this. It would clear up this, you know, mentality of uncertainty. I never imagined so much perfection. Number 9, the 9 of Pentacles. You know, it's like they put you on a pedestal. They put you up on a pedestal, and it's almost like they're really proud of what you've been able to accomplish for yourself. It's like they look up to you almost in a sense with this card, and it is about physical beauty or attractiveness as well, because remember, we're talking about, you know, energies. It's not about male and female, it's about energy. We have weight though on the back of that deck. Obstacles, obstacles, obstacles that they need to push through in the present here in order to create more movement in the future. Are they currently feeling group number? Whoops. Unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I don't feel like it has anything to do with attraction or chemistry. I think it's all boils down to fear. Fear, fear, fear. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking will bring you romance. And that's how we combat fear, is we hit it with some love. We do have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together at the back of that deck. So there's, again, that sense of staying optimistic, trying to use the present as an opportunity to create movement in the future. I just saw the honeymoon card too, though, that secrecy of wanting to whisk you away, perhaps on a vacation, a secret vacation. Group 3, please. Do they care? How are they currently feeling? Passion. They feel like they have so much passion for you, but they feel like they're wasting it away. Like the day is waning. Like they could be expressing it to you. They're wasting time almost. We have the release card. What needs to be released in order for something new to be pursued? It's kind of like the death card. It's the change of state. It's about recognizing that change is needed and turning around to see the sun cascading through the clouds so that we can follow that, instead of staying in the cemetery of what perhaps has already what is ready to be released, you know, what is needed to be released. And we do have growth. I think of the Three of Pentacles when I see this card, always thinking about foundations being built, deep roots that maybe need to be uprooted. But I always focus on like this. It's like these are deep roots, but it's something that's not really, it's not really thriving, isn't it? It's not like the others. It's not up and tall and growing. It's rooted, but it's not thriving truly. So it is about, you know, accessing that information and saying, you know, if I'm sitting in a place that is stagnant, how can I address that to create the growth that I'm looking for? So where they're sitting now, those deep roots that they've started to plant, it's still not thriving. My light just went out, but don't take that as an indicator, because I knew that light was getting low and I need to buy candles today. So don't worry about that. Group 3, please. Unfinished business. Lots of potential that never had the opportunity to be embodied, and that's why the, you know, it's an addiction, because I want to get to that finish line, and the world was there for that very reason, because it needs movement, because they want the closure, because it's like I can't rest until I get that closure. We have serendipity. I don't know if maybe you hear music, and it's almost like it wanes on you. Like you'll turn on the radio, you'll hear a song that reminds you of them. You'll look at the window and you'll see numbers that remind you of them. You'll see repeating numbers. You'll see their name places. Like just all these little serendipitous things that bring you back into the moment, that just remind you of the connection. It's like you can't escape it. It's always floating in. It has this 4-leaf clover for good luck, and it's how we chase those serendipitous moments. Those are messages coming in from spirit. It could be that you're connecting with this person on a telepathic realm, or in a telepathic realm, so that you are both feeling these little synchronicities at the same time. Whoop. Back of the deck says, go the distance. Recognizing when it's time to charge forward. You know, the cheetah in this card is the fastest land mammal, I believe the cheetah is, but it's a sprinter, not a long distance runner. So it has to really bide its time and recognize when it should leap out to improve its situation. So it really has to go that distance. It has to wait. There's patience, but then there's a moment where you have to just go for it, or you will miss your shot. And that's, you know, a real fear here with this person. Let's get some messages from them, though. If they could say anything to you right this moment, what would they say? It says, I'm going to fix it, but first I have to fix me. And I'm sorry that's so dim. The lighting in here is so bright. I tried to adjust it, but so they have some healing that they need to do, and they have some practical concerns that need to be addressed. I spend a lot of time daydreaming about you. This feels like an obsession. Sorry, my stomach is growling. I hope you guys don't pick that up on the I'm sure those of you who are wearing headphones will hear it. And I just don't want to get any messages, because one time I got a message from someone saying, I think I heard a voice, and it was actually my stomach growling. I gave you the impression that I did not care, and that was a lie, because this separation is very painful. I envision and imagine a future with you. We were friends first, and I missed that. Oh, that smile, though. So there's something special about your smile. It's like a Cheshire cat smile. Everybody mentions it. Maybe you have really cute dimples. There's just something about your smile that they focus on. I think about you every damn day. I cannot escape it. I think about you all the time. I need closure from this connection. I need it, and that's why the world is in the future position there. They want that in order to create peace for themselves and peace for you too. The last time I saw, I'm trying to figure out a way to do this so you guys can see the message better. The last time I saw you, it crushed me. I perhaps shouldn't have used such bold, bright cards. You make it easy to love you. Back of the deck says, I want to make you my spouse one day. And they dream about that. They dream about ascension with you. Group 3, please. Current feelings. Do they miss? Do they still care? Oops. We have 4 in the bowl. Just saw the 5 of Pentacles too. So definitely feeling left out in the cold with you. 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords. So a lot of the similar messages coming in the bowl for you today, because that Knight of Swords in the future position needs to charge in. But it's only after he kind of tackles this indecision, this juggling that they've been doing emotionally here, and walking away from something that isn't fulfilling them in order to kind of face their reality and face their truth, which is this connection. But it's about revealing that to themselves and to the world. So there is that message that nothing changes if nothing changes, and people need to leap out of their comfort zones in order to create that change. Oops. Lots of charms in the bowl for you today, group 3. Let's start with letters. We have the letter Y. We have the letter G. We have the letter R. These could all be initials or mean something to you. The letter J. We also thought we had another little letter in here. Yep, the letter E in silver. Okay. We have an ornately decorated key. It's like we are the key to our own situations at all times. We're the key to our own success. We are the key to our own momentum, but we have to be the ones to kind of unlock that door to create peace for ourselves. And here's that heart with the peace sign in it, because somebody is not feeling at peace. We have happy, half of the infinity symbol, the American flag, sorry, half of the yin yang symbol. We have the heart, but this heart is kind of like it's hollow, you know. We have this wishbone with a rose inside of it. And when I received this, because I was praying actually at the time to Saint Teresa of Lisieux, and she sends roses from heaven when you pray and when you talk to her, asking for her support, her guidance. And I found this brooch, or I saw this brooch, and I don't even know where I got it now, but it came to me, and it talks about gifts coming in from above. It talks about being showered with presents. And it also talks, you know, with the wishbone imagery, it talks about our desires and what we really wish for. And to kind of speak to spirit about that, speak to source about that as well. We have the seahorse, the black one, going with the flow as well. And then we also have here in the little charm bowl the squirrel on the limb there. And the squirrel is the most nervous creature in the world. You know, they're so nervous. It's sitting on the limb of that tree. And yet, despite its nerves, it's able to take those acorns or all of these seeds in the forest, all of this potential, and to create a whole forest, so much abundant, even despite its nerves. It's about pushing through despite the fear, and to create abundance through the fear, because nothing changes, again, if nothing changes. Let's one more look at that. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you. I hope that it resonated with your situation. If it did, I would love to hear about your story in the comment section. I would love for you to be a part of our little family here and join this community. I have amazing subscribers, and it's just a wonderful community to be a part of, because we are a space of light and love, and we like to support each other here. So please check me out on my Instagram as well. Please check out my Etsy page. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.